So that was kind
Yeah, I
of the story.
mean,
It does matter.
yeah. And how often do we do stuff like that? Just not even really considering it as, dishonesty or whatever. It's just a response that we have to an emotion that we have, right? And then maybe you do something that you wouldn't normally do. But I think if you have this concept of impeccable honesty and being honest and all of those little things, we think about that in the big scheme of things, in the
Mhm.
big, like of course I'm honest when it's a big thing, right? But I think that it's just as important to think about these little things, that are we honest in those things? And as you were talking, I had a thing come to my mind that I thought I would share. And you kind of shared this when we were talking earlier, before we started recording. But just the other day, I was at Walmart and I had a cart full of stuff, and I had two separate orders that I was going to be um, doing transactions for, because I had one for my personal stuff, and then I had one for my coaching retreat that I just got done doing. And so I needed those receipts to be separate so that I could turn it in. And I don't remember what it was. I think it was a case of water that I had underneath my cart,
Mhm.
and I forgot to scan it. So I did my stuff, got it paid for, did the coaching retreat stuff, got it paid for, and got out to my car and was putting stuff in the back of my car and was like, I don't remember scanning the water. Did I scan the water? Because you've got like millions of things going on in your head. And
Mhm.
I'm sure that I was, on the phone or listening to a podcast or maybe talking to the salesperson, or I don't know, or maybe I was just having a conversation with myself. I don't know. But I forgot to scan that water. And I thought for a second, the thought came to me, it's fine. I don't have time, whatever. I'm not going to scan the water. And then I was like, wait, I am most certainly going to go in and scan the water. Like, I am not going to not pay for this water. And so I put all my groceries in except for the water. And I went back in and I went through the self checkout and I paid for the water. And it was just really interesting that there was a part of my brain that was like, it's not going to matter. No one's going to know. It's not going to matter. It's, like every other time you're honest, like all whatever. It was just so funny that my brain offered that to me.
Mhm.
And I was like, no, like it took 1 second for me to be like, that is not who I am. I will know that I didn't pay for the water. God will know that I didn't pay for the water. And those two people are the most important people to me and God. Like, so
Yep.
I think there's so many things like that are just silly in the scheme of things. But really that would have been a huge thing for me.
Yeah. And that's and the tricky part is that's like our lazy brain. It's be like preserve
Yeah.
calories. Like
Yeah.
you have to walk into the store and stand in the line and tell them, like, oh my gosh, how many times have I had to go in with kids, like, right? Like you have like car seats and toddlers on your hips because in the grocery store, the kid had that little toy that they grabbed or peas. I remember one specific time it was a frozen bag of peas. I think it was like 75 cents.
Mm-hmm.
It was like another 30 minutes of my time, right? But
Uh-huh.
it matters. And I think an important lesson that I have learned is honestly, the only thing in this world that I have to lose is my conscience. And how valuable is your conscience? And
Yeah,
like
for
we
sure.
can step into money. I think that's one of the reasons why I have been so successful with money and business and employers and stuff is I can learn anything. You can teach an honest person anything. You can't necessarily teach a competent person honesty. And so when somebody is going to trust you with their business as an employee, you are being trusted with their business. As a spouse, you are being trusted as a financial partner in your house is a company, and you are the CEO, the CFO, the COO. They are counting on you. And if
Mm-hmm.
you can't be honest about the little things, then that's a problem. Trust is essential to relationships.